In the far reaches of the galaxy, the planet Teis was a bustling hub for trade and diplomacy. The Tian, a peaceful race of scholars and merchants, had maintained neutrality in all interstellar conflicts, preferring to focus on their cultural and economic pursuits. However, their peace was shattered when the expansionist and militaristic Ziran Empire decided to annex Teis, seeing it as a valuable addition to their growing dominion. The Ziran were a formidable species known for their advanced technology and ruthless tactics. They were insectoid with a hive-like society that allowed them to coordinate with frightening efficiency. When they arrived at Teis, they expected an easy conquest, assuming the Tian, with their pacifist ways, would offer little resistance. However, the Tian had a secret weapon, an alliance with the enigmatic Terran, a human faction from a distant part of the galaxy. The Ziran had heard rumors about humans, stories of their ingenuity, unpredictability, and almost mythic resilience. But the Ziran, confident in their own superiority, dismissed these tales as mere exaggerations. The humans arrived on Teis in unassuming non-military vessels, blending in with the usual trade traffic. They were led by Commander Jane Ahara, a seasoned strategist known for her unconventional methods. Instead of confronting the Ziran head-on, she employed a different tactic. The humans, posing as harmless traders and travelers, began to infiltrate Ziran-controlled areas, gathering intelligence and sowing subtle disruptions. The Ziran, expecting a conventional resistance, were confused by the lack of direct confrontation. Meanwhile, small, seemingly random acts of sabotage began to plague their operations. Communications would mysteriously fail, supply depots would suffer unexplained shortages, and crucial equipment would malfunction at critical moments. The Ziran started to suspect internal sabotage but could not identify the culprits. The turning point came when the Ziran command center on Teis received a cryptic message: "The night is darkest just before the dawn." Unnerved, the Ziran heightened their security, but it was too late. On the night of the planned Terran counterattack, the Ziran found themselves facing an unexpected scenario. The humans, it turned out, had been constructing a network of hidden tunnels beneath key Ziran installations. On Ahara's signal, these tunnels were used to launch a coordinated attack from within the Ziran strongholds. Simultaneously, human operatives sabotaged the Ziran communication networks, causing confusion and chaos among their ranks. The Ziran, unable to coordinate effectively, were overwhelmed by the sudden and well-orchestrated assault. Adding to the shock, the humans demonstrated a level of adaptability and combat prowess that the Ziran had not anticipated. The humans fought with a blend of guerrilla tactics and advanced technology, exploiting the Ziran weaknesses and turning the tide of battle. As the Ziran forces crumbled, Commander Ahara made a public broadcast to the Tian populace, assuring them of their safety and pledging the Terran support in rebuilding their planet. The Ziran commander, humbled by the unforeseen defeat, was forced to negotiate terms of surrender. In the aftermath, the Terran hailed the humans as heroes, and the legend of the Terran resilience and ingenuity spread across the galaxy. The Ziran, chastened by their defeat, re-evaluated their expansionist policies and began to focus more on diplomacy. As for the humans, they simply returned to their part of the galaxy, leaving behind a reminder that strength isn't just about advanced technology or sheer numbers. Sometimes it's about the power of strategy, adaptability, and the element of surprise. The Ziran learned a valuable lesson: never underestimate an opponent, especially one as resourceful as humanity. After the humans departed, the Tian faced the task of rebuilding their society and repairing the damage caused by the brief but intense conflict. The human involvement had left a lasting impression on them, not just for the rescue, but for the manner in which it was accomplished. The Ziran, meanwhile, retreated from Teis, licking their wounds and reflecting on their defeat. They faced internal scrutiny and criticism from within their empire as the loss to a seemingly inferior opponent raised questions about their leadership and military strategies. The Ziran High Command, previously confident in their empire's invincibility, had to acknowledge the flaws in their approach. The encounter with the humans had exposed their vulnerability to unconventional tactics and the dangers of underestimating an opponent. In the following months, the Ziran made significant changes to their military. Doctrine led the Ziran to start training their soldiers in asymmetric warfare and unconventional tactics, drawing lessons from the humans' unexpected victory. The Ziran also began to place a greater emphasis on intelligence and espionage, recognizing the value of information in modern warfare. As part of the peace settlement, the Tian and Ziran agreed to a series of diplomatic talks facilitated by the Tehran. These negotiations aimed to establish a framework for peaceful coexistence and cooperation. While the process was slow and fraught with tension, it marked a significant shift in the Ziran approach to interstellar relations. Back on Earth, Commander Ahara and her team received commendations for their success on TERS. The mission was hailed as a prime example of the effectiveness of non-traditional military strategies. Ahara, however, remained humble, emphasizing that the victory was not just a result of clever tactics but also the willingness of the Tehran to resist aggression and the adaptability of her team. The story of the TERS conflict became a popular tale throughout the galaxy, often recounted in both Tehran and Tian circles. It highlighted the unpredictability of conflict and the importance of understanding and respecting one's adversaries. For the Tian, it was a lesson in resilience and the power of unity. For the Ziran, it was a humbling reminder that might does not always make right. In the end, the events on TERS fostered a new era of dialogue and understanding among the stars. The Tian continued to thrive, benefiting from the knowledge and alliances forged during the conflict. The Ziran, once an expansionist force, began to re-evaluate their role in the galaxy, cautiously stepping towards a more diplomatic and cooperative stance. The humans, enigmatic and resourceful as ever, returned to their part of the galaxy, leaving behind a legacy of courage and ingenuity that would be remembered for generations. In the aftermath of the TERS conflict, the galaxy witnessed a period of unprecedented change. The Tehran, bolstered by their newfound alliance with the Tian, focused on rebuilding and strengthening their society. The lessons learned from their encounter with the humans led to significant advancements in various fields, including technology, governance, and social organization. The Tehran Council established the Interstellar Knowledge Exchange, a program aimed at fostering cooperation and sharing knowledge across different species. With the Tehran's assistance, they began to invite scholars, scientists, and diplomats from across the galaxy to participate in dialogues and collaborative projects. This initiative not only helped to rebuild TERS but also positioned the planet as a center for interstellar diplomacy and innovation. The Ziran, meanwhile, faced a period of introspection and transformation. The defeat had exposed deep flaws in their rigid hierarchical system and their over-reliance on brute force. Under pressure from both internal factions and the wider galaxy, the Ziran High Command initiated reforms. They began to dismantle the more oppressive elements of their regime and sought to integrate a more balanced approach to governance and military strategy. The peace negotiations between the Tian and Ziran, mediated by the Tehran, proved to be a turning point. Over time, these talks evolved into a broader interstellar forum known as the Galactic Council. This body, inspired by the United Nations on Earth, aimed to provide a platform for dialogue and cooperation among the galaxy's diverse species. The Council's founding members included the Tian, Ziran, and Tehran, along with several other species that had previously remained neutral or isolated. In the years that followed, the galaxy saw the emergence of a new era marked by exploration and discovery. Advances in technology and the strengthening of interstellar relations paved the way for deeper space exploration. Joint missions comprising members from different species ventured into uncharted territories, uncovering new worlds and civilizations. The legacy of the TERS conflict continued to resonate, reminding all species of the importance of unity and mutual respect. The tale of how a small desert planet became the epicenter of galactic change was a testament to the power of resilience, adaptability, and the enduring human spirit. It was a story that would be told for generations, inspiring future leaders and explorers to strive for a galaxy where peace and cooperation were the cornerstones of civilization. And so, the galaxy moved forward, with the lessons of the past serving as a guide for a brighter, more interconnected future. The story of TERS and its unlikely alliance with the Tehran became a legend, a story of how, even in the darkest of times, hope, courage, and understanding could light the way.